Hi, this is the help video for Access Chapter 5, PrepareCase. We're going to start at Step 32, and I think we should go through the end of the instructions with this movie. So we've been looking at different kinds of data types, and we looked at calculate, we looked at what else did we look at? We looked at yes, no. We looked at, we're going to look at a few more here. So the first one is a hyperlink. So you can use that for emails, web addresses, local files, whatever. So Access will open it in a browser, in the client, or in a file manager based on the link. An OLE is an object linking an embedding object that shows the embedded object as an image, and it does take a lot of space, so you want to really be mindful of that. In addition, instead of, I guess, doing an OLE, an attachment is really preferable because you would keep that object external to the table, but you would still be able to get to it. So we're going to open up the employee table in Design View, and we're going to add a few more fields. So the last one we did was orientation, which was the yes, no, and we did the calculated name tag. But now we're going to do email address. It's a hyperlink, and I'm going to put this description in, although you know my theory on that. Photo. If it doesn't, OLE, golf photo. If it doesn't really give you any more description, why are you including it? Orientation, sign off is an attachment. Oops, attachment. Form verifying orientation, completion. So this could be a Word file, a PDF file, it could be whatever, all right? So we're going to save that and turn to Datasheet View and add the, let's see, EMP4. So we're going to come over here to Ginger, and we're going to do LIUG at paintedparadise.com, right? So now that is a linkable address. And then in the photo field, we're going to insert an object. So all I did was I right-clicked, insert the object, and we're going to go find a file that exists, and I'm going to browse in my downloads because it was one of the files we downloaded in the beginning. So which one are we putting in here right now? Which one are we putting in? The PDF. No, JPEG. I'm putting the JPEG in. So okay, and you're going to see it says package, which is good. When we actually put it in a form, you would actually see the image. And then in this last one, we're going to attach a lu.pdf or Lee. So I'm going to double click. It's asking me attachment. I'm going to go back to my downloads and find the PDF. And okay. So it's got one. Notice you can do multiples. I have a pencil. I need to move off of it in order for that to be saved. Okay. 34, we did that. 35, we did that. Save and close. Okay. All right. last thing we're going to look at is Access has several robust ways to filter the data in a table. The advanced filter allows you to specify several criteria for the desired records. Further, the results of the filter can be saved as a query for later use using the save object as. So we're going to open up member table in datasheet view. So we want to create an advanced filter that will display only the records where the city equals Santa Fe or Cowles. All right, so let's see how we're going to do that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to filter and do Santa Fe or Cowles. So the way we're going to do this, and we're going to do an advanced filter so we can turn it into a query. So I'm in my table member, I'm in the home tab, I'm going to click advanced and advanced filter sort. It's going to bring up what looks like a query, right? So we're going to pick city because that's what we want, where city equals, and we're going to type Santa Fe, go down to the or row and put Cowles. Right? So now we can toggle the filter, and instead of 29 records, we have 14, and they are all the city that we talked about. So now we're going to change that into a query so we can use it. Because remember, with a filter, you only keep the last one. If you did another filter, this one would be gone. But if we turn this into a query, we can work with that. So I'm going to toggle the filter. I'm going to come over here to the table member filter 1 and see there's my little filter. So we're going to make sure we're on table member filter, file, save as. Oops. I'm so sorry, I am wrong. We need to go and be in the toggle filter. So all I did was I went back and I did toggle filter. So it's there. Then we're going to do file, save as, save object as, save object as, save as, and we're going to call this QRY Santa Fe members, and then it's going to be a query. So we're changing what the object is to a query and do OK. So now I can close all of this, and look, I have the Santa Fe, which I spelled wrong. So I'm going to rename that. It's not Sonata, it's Santa Fe. That's right. So we started off with a filter. So that's really useful to know. You can then turn that filter into a query so you don't have to start over. All right, so 36 is done. And then let's look at this last one. By using the table analyzer, you can divide a table such as data created from an import into several tables. So we're going to look at, let's see, to reduce redundancy in the table member table. Okay, let the wizard decide how to modify. The wizard will create two tables. Rename table 1 as member data and number 2 as city zip. Okay. And so this goes back to normalization, right? So we can pull out data that repeats into its own table. So the table analyzer is going to help us do that. So we're going to click on, make sure you're on table member. We're going to come up here to database tools, and then we're going to select analyze table. We just want to go ahead and keep what's here. So we're going to do next, next again, and then we want table member. It should already be selected. Next, Let the wizard decide, and I do that because it's telling me, yes. And then it's going to create table 1, table 2, and it actually pulled out a table 3. So we're going to double click on this one, and we're going to make this one TBL member data. Okay. Table 2 is going to be table city zip. And then it doesn't have me do, and you may not get a third table, but I'm going to just do this. Table state. Let me know if you get any errors when you submit this one. Next. Next. There should be no typos, so next. Yes. Next. And finish. We don't want to create a query. Okay. So we should get table city state. I'm sorry, city zip. See, it's pulled out. Okay, go ahead and try and submit that, and we'll see. This wizard behaved differently, but we'll see how it works when we do this in class. All right, thank you.